This note is in every pillow. I call it the honor message. As you'll note, on top of this honor message, there's what we call the honor label. On each pillowcase, there's a label on each pillowcase that looks just like this. It says Pillows for Soldiers on this side, and the name of the company that makes the pillows called Snoozer on the other side. And at the top of the label it says, bringing comfort to those who protect our freedom, and at the bottom of the label it says, thank you for your service, and God bless America. So I'd like to begin my comments to you by reading our mission statement. Dear soldier, veteran, or loved one of a fallen soldier, on behalf of all the people who have donated funds in support of our cause, Pillows for Soldiers, I proudly present to you this pillow in appreciation of the sacrifices you've made to defend liberty. Our goal is simple: supply a very comfortable, high-quality pillow to as many United States military, National Guard, Merchant Marine, servicemen and women as possible. To those who serve our country now, those who have served in the past, and those who will serve in the future, including all families of all fallen soldiers. We hope that every time they lay their heads on their pillows, they know how much we all stand behind them, support them, admire them, respect them, revere them, and thank them for their service to our country, and how God has blessed us with their selfless sacrifices, courage, dedication, and commitment to protecting the freedoms we all cherish. Thank you. So, as Mary Lou said, I started Pillows for Soldiers in 2005, and it's kind of funny because I'm not a big organization. In fact, you're looking at the only, if you want to call me, the employee of Pillows for Soldiers. We have a very simple concept. We give pillows to soldiers to say thank you for your service. One thing you ought to all know is that 100% of all donated funds go to buying pillows to send these pillows to our soldiers and veterans and the families of fallen soldiers. I don't pay myself any salary. No expenses that I have come out of any donations. That is my contribution. For instance, the IRS requires you to pay them $750 so you can say you're a 501c3 not-for-profit organization, and that allows everyone that donates to write off their donations. So in any case, I have basically 3 goals with Pillows for Soldiers. First of all is a pillow for every soldier, everywhere. It doesn't matter whether it's a soldier in the field or who was deployed, or it could be a Revolutionary War soldier that you may know in your family, that we could honor that soldier by presenting a pillow to your family. So this endeavor, in my mind, never ends. It goes beyond my lifetime, and that is my hope, that it will be carried on, because we're always going to need our soldiers who are going to protect our freedoms. So one of my goals is one pillow for every soldier, everywhere, forever. My second goal, which actually Mary Lou, Shannon helped me out with this, is getting to that goal, is I want to tie the military to the children, because I think we all would like children to understand where their freedom comes from and how it's protected. And so being able to discuss what we're doing to thank our servicemen and women with children helps them to understand, why do they have all this freedom? Why do they have all these toys that they can go buy, and basically they feel safe and secure in their country? And that's because of our military. My third goal is, and one of the reasons I'm glad I'm talking to the Rotary, is I want to promote small business and entrepreneurs. Because after all, what are our troops and our military? What are they fighting for? What are they protecting? Our way of life. And part of our way of life, as the Constitution says, is we have the right to pursue our happiness and our goals and dreams. And our soldiers protect that. So to me, what better way to say thank you to our soldiers than to promote our economy through small business and through entrepreneurs who are striving to achieve their own goals. So Pillows for Soldiers, over a period of time, will connect with businesses, and usually it works out that I'll try a product that I like, that I use myself. I'll become an affiliate of that company through the internet, if you're familiar with that process. And Pillows for Soldiers will market those products And every time those products are purchased, people know that they're getting something for themselves that's going to help them and work for them. But they also know they're going to be making a contribution to Pillows for Soldiers, because a portion of that commission that Pillows for Soldiers would make goes towards buying the pillows for the soldiers. So I'm not really a guy that likes to ask people for money. I really don't. You know, like, can you give me $50 so I can buy a pillow for somebody? I much prefer promoting our economy by saying thanks to our servicemen, and there's the circle, as you can see. We're thanking these very people that allow us to have an economy in the first place. So, but don't get me wrong, I will take donations. Checks can be made out to Pillows for Soldiers, Inc. And of course, your donations are tax deductible. But those are my 3 goals, and Pillows for Soldiers, to me, like I said, it will never end. If I could give you a real kind of a picture of Pillows for Soldiers, how I envision it, is that one day we'll have a bunch of 18-wheelers drive into Arlington Cemetery, and we'll place a pillow at every grave site there. That's how big I want Pillows for Soldiers to be. And people ask me all the time, you know, I've probably been asked this question 500 times or so, is, Dave, why did you do this? And I think a lot of you will really understand why I did this. Because I will always look up there and I'll go, I was told to. I was led to do this, and I think you understand that when you're led to do something, things kind of just fall in place, and all of a sudden you're doing it. I tried a couple of these pillows. I actually saw them online one time. They looked kind of unique in design to me, and just like anybody else, I like to sleep too. So I tried one, and I found out that I'm like hugging this pillow and I'm sleeping great, and I'm going, wow, this feels really good. And all of a sudden I'm like going, Pillows for Soldiers. And the way I got the website built was from somebody I didn't even know. That's a whole long story in itself. But the first thing that this gentleman showed me, I started crying, because he had Lee Greenwood's song on the website. What's the song's name?
God bless the USA.
God bless the USA.
God Bless the USA, is that it? Yes, God Bless the USA. And sorry, I forgot the name of that. And he made up this logo that I never saw before. I didn't know how to build a website. I knew nothing about it. But it's just something that came together. And then of course I had to convince the pillow manufacturer of these pillows that I tried to go along with me. So I called him up. His name is Todd. I said, Todd, hey, guess what? I have this great idea. It's called Pillows for Soldiers. I said, I want to use your pillows. I want to give them to all our troops. And he stopped he was on the phone for maybe like 30 seconds, and he goes, you know something, that's a great idea. So as I said, people ask me, why did you do this? And I just say, I was told to by a higher power. I call him God. That's who I call him. And so that's how Pillows for Soldiers came to be. So I could show you a little bit. I didn't realize that my website had bubbles on it. Very cool. Kind of cool. This is part of, I left this here. This is on Facebook. Pillows for Soldiers has what's called the Remembrance Wall. And what you can do is, when you go on the website, you can find the email address. You can send images of soldiers that you may have, pictures that you have. You can send them to us in like a JPEG or GIF format. And I put them on Facebook on our Remembrance Wall. So they will stay there for as long as Facebook exists. And people can go and they can write a little note. If like you hover over some of these, you'll see a name or maybe his rank or what war they were involved with or whatever. And so that's just part of what Pillows for Soldiers is trying to do, to remember our soldiers as well as give them a pillow. So that's called the Remembrance Wall. It's at Facebook. And I'm going to go back here a little bit, but this is what he came up with, and we continue to use it today because I think it's awesome. This is what I call the Pillows for Soldiers navigation page, and hopefully it's pretty simple. donation page, you can see you can donate, you can support, if you help help fund Pillows for Soldiers. We have this is kind of a unique one, Pillows for Soldiers gift shop. Basically, you can go here and buy t-shirts from a company called Cafe Press. It's kind of cool. You go to the website, you have a little logo or image in there, you put it in there, and they'll put it on a t-shirt for you, and then people can go and buy it, and they will pay you a commission on it. But we have a t-shirt in here that's basically for women only, and it says on it, "These pillows are for soldiers." So anybody would like to go get that t-shirt as a gift for your honey, or it wasn't my idea, honestly. It was actually, it was a girl's idea, honestly, God, it was. I always like to point out this support part. We have I call volunteer. I have a volunteer page where you can go, and there's a lot of things you can do there that don't cost you any money but can help promote what we do. For instance, you can click on a link, it'll open up an email that you can just, with a bunch of words in it, and you can send it directly to your address book. Pretty easy. There's a toolbar you can download, and every time somebody downloads it, Pillows for Soldiers gets $1, but it doesn't cost you anything. I guess we can call that a happy dollar. I also have other websites here. The original website, Pillows for Soldiers, is Born, Next Generation, and Special Projects. I'll just tell you one of our special projects that we accomplished was in a VA hospital in North Carolina called the Bill Hefner Center. We delivered 500 pillows to that VA hospital. Many of those gentlemen and ladies, or many of them were World War II vets, and that's part of my goal, is try to get into the VA hospitals. That's where a lot of the World War II vets are, and we're losing them fast. So just to give you an idea of what the special projects is. Now I have a special project at Flanders School and the Rotary Club, and it's just going to keep going, I hope. So, and by the way, I will speak to anybody, and as you can tell, it's hard to shut me up. So anybody that would like me to speak to their group, I'd be happy to do it. Can we hold questions till pretty soon? And of course, here's the ways you can make donations. We use PayPal. You make a one-time. You can do monthly if you'd like to. I also use justgive.org just as another source to make donations. Now I'm going to go back once more. Hopefully. Did I miss it?
Yeah, the second one.
There it is. Oh, okay. Or just as another source to make donations. Now I'm going to go back once more. Hopefully. Did I miss it?
Yeah, the second one.
There it is. Oh, okay. The game of raising funds, you want to try to get people to do what you want them to do, and that's to help you raise the funds. So this is a very simple page that states our mission statement, gives places a place to donate. You can go into the navigation site, as I just showed you, or you can contact us. And you can read. You put their name, their rank, their address, U.S. address, and when we have the money, we send them out in order of when they're referred. And we've had a lot of referrals from deployed soldiers in Afghanistan and Iraq, and usually we'll send the pillow to a U.S. address, and then though we designed another pillow. It's a smaller version of that. I call it the in-country pillow, because we had three recommendations that totaled 430 pillows to be sent to Afghanistan, and we were able to accomplish that in December. So that was really cool. So we're developing another way to get pillows to soldiers, but also that are useful for them. These are a little bit too big and be hard to carry around, I would think, in their backpacks or whatever. So we came up with a smaller one that they can use and carry around and still get our message. So that's pretty much all I have to say. Does anybody have any